Alright guys, the Buffalo Bills 2025 NFL Draft is officially in the books, and what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be taking the time to go over each of the Buffalo Bills picks in each round of the draft. So, yeah, and I gotta give a shout out to Brandon Beane. We did make a lot, we did draft, the majority of the players we drafted are on the defensive side of the ball, and in these playoff games, our defense just tends to falter, especially our secondary, man. We just haven't been able to get the pressure onto the quarterback or be making plays. So, and that's why we haven't been winning these games against Kansas City is because our defense just gets absolutely torched. So, yeah, I guess again, shout out to Brandon Mean. So yeah. So our round one pick was Maxwell Hairston, and from his reaction in the draft, he brings a lot of energy. Um, brings a lot of energy. I heard he's really quick too, which is what we really need, guys. We need some players. We need players that are quick in the secondary, and he's Maxwell Hairston is good at that. And now, guys, I don't really watch any other college teams except for my teams, Go Canes. So yeah, and I do tend to watch Syracuse from time to time. So yeah, um, Maxwell Hairston, yeah, he brings a lot of energy. I heard he's really quick, especially when it comes to him playing zone, man coverage. Like, he seems to be that guy that just can bring a lot of energy. And again, I hope these players turn out really well and don't be like Kyrie Elam, where we drafted him and he just became a bust and he's now over with the Cowboys. So, that's what I hope for any of these players. I hope that's not the case. Maxwell Hairston, again, welcome to Buffalo. Reunited with his team with his former teammate Ray Davis. So, which Ray Davis and Maxwell Hairston went to the same school together. So, yeah. And then we got defensive tackle T.J. Sanders from South Carolina. We drafted him in the second round, 41st overall pick. Defensive tackle. This will be a part of a defensive line to help actually get the pressure to the quarterback to the opposing quarterback. So he'll be alongside guys like Greg Russo, Ed Oliver, those guys on the defensive side of the ball. And then we got defensive end Landon Jackson from Arkansas. You know, again, just part of a defensive line. Again, shout out to Brandon Beane. We did make. I think we made trades. Other teams made trades to give us some of these spots in the draft. So yeah. So Landon Jackson is the third overall pick. Well, third round, 72, pick number 72 overall. Um, and then we got another defensive tackle. Another defensive tackle, also from Kentucky, is Dayon Walker. We drafted him in the fourth round, 109th overall. Then we got another cornerback. We got from Ohio State, they're the national champions. So we got Jordan Hancock, fifth. We drafted in the fifth round, 170th overall. Then and then we only drafted we drafted like three. We only drafted like three guys on the offensive side of the ball. Then we got Jackson Howes. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He's from Georgia. He's the tight end. We drafted him in the fifth round, 173rd overall. He'll be alongside guys like Dawson Knox, Dalton Kincaid, to hopefully be open for Josh Allen to have a target, and of course maybe try to block when it comes to the run game. So yeah, and then we drafted another cornerback as well in the sixth round, Dorian Strong from Virginia Tech. We drafted him in the sixth round, 177th overall. And then we got offensive tackle, Chase London. He's from the sixth round. We drafted him in the sixth round, 206 overall in the draft. And then a wide receiver, Caden Prather, we drafted him in the very last round, 240th overall. And yeah, so yeah, we drafted two guys in the draft that we can build on offense, but the majority of the draft picks we have were on the defensive side of the ball. Like, defense, 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 man. They know what they say. Defense wins championships. And like I said before at the start of this video, the reason why we haven't been able to make it to the Super Bowl, well, Kansas City's been beating us, but part of the reason why we've been losing to Kansas City is because our defense never shows up. in the biggest games. So hopefully, if we can draft these players, hopefully they can shine, in the biggest moments. Um, so so yeah. Again, if you want to know my take on this draft, and like I said, guys, I don't really watch. I don't. I'm not. I am I'm way more of an NFL guy than I am college, so I don't know really. I haven't really seen much when it comes to games from any of these players except for the ones that are from my teams. Go Canes. So yeah, and again, congratulations to Cam Ward. I even heard Xavier Restrepo is is now with Cam Ward in Tennessee, so that's gonna be a great duo, man. So excited to see what they can do. Um, so, anyways, back to the Buffalo Bills side of things. Again, very excited to see how these players will perform. Um, so yeah, guys, I think this is a really solid draft from Brandon Beane. Again, I hope these players end up turning good, turning out really great, and not being like Kyer Elam, who was now a bust, who has been a bust, and he's now over in the Cowboys. So yeah, hopefully these guys can shine, and curious to see, show me what you guys got. And anyways, to all of your players, all the players I mentioned, Maxwell Hairston, TJ Sanders, Landon Jackson, Deion Walker, Jordan Hancock, Jackson Howes, Dorian Strong, Chase London, and Caden Prather, welcome to the Buffalo Bills. So anyways, this is Preston signing off. Peace out.